Welcome to the first ever chicken nuggie review. So the whole goal behind this, I'm gonna just give a little quick overview. We're gonna tell some stories, enjoy some nugs, and have a good time. My first ever guest of the nuggie review is the one and only Hailie Deegan.
Thank you.
Yes, it's an honor to have you.
Thank you for making me feel so special as the first guest.
Yes. So the first place we are reviewing is TJ's Seafood and Chicken. I found this place on Yelp, and it had like a 4-star. So it was like, all right, it's not bad. Well, we get there and it was under remodeling, so we can't eat there. So we're here in the beautiful One Daytona. Shout out to Daytona, all people that do that. And we got TJ's Seafood and Chicken. Oh. Ooh. Oh, and I forgot. Hold up. They look
like In-N-Out fries a little bit.
They threw in their signature dip.
Signature dip.
And I got you ranch like you asked.
Thank you. Is it spicy?
I don't know.
Okay.
But see,
that's signature?
Yes.
We got a little burnt nug on the corner.
There's a little bit of
burnt nug.
That's a little sketchy, but you know, we'll have to let it pass.
Okay.
But we'll just enjoy some nugs.
Okay.
We can dig in and then we'll get to the review later. But Hailie, so one thing I gotta ask, so we'll just start this off with some questions. You just ran Daytona. You finished second. How was that? Like you're running behind Michael Self, who's been in the series for so long, finishing second. First start at Super Speedway. What was that like?
It was honestly, I can't even explain it. It doesn't feel crazy until something goes wrong. All of a sudden you're like, okay, you feel like you're on a Sunday drive on the freeway and you're just kind of filed in line doing your own thing.
You could dig in by the way.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let me try this first. I need to tell me if it's spicy, because I don't like spicy.
It smells spicy.
It smells spicy? A little spice? Like, do I need to dip a little ranch and a little both?
You could do a little bit both.
Wait.
It's got a good ting to it. The nuggets. Okay, hang on. We're holding the review to the end.
Yeah, okay.
But, okay.
So, I'm just going to keep talking my mouth.
No, yeah, keep
don't
doing
mind
it.
I know you guys are going to roast me over something in the comments.
That's the plan.
But, yeah, so, it feels like you're just cruising, doing your own thing. I don't want to say boring because it's so cool. Yeah. But you're just kind of... It's not.
You're vibing.
Going on crazy.
You're vibing.
Yeah, you're just going.
You're literally in
counting laps.
You're in a conga line with cars.
Exactly. And so, I think that I was all good until stuff started going wrong. And then, by the time you even process what's going on, it already happened. By the time you get out of the gas, it's already over.
Like me and Mark were like Mark. He's running the camera. He was there. That race was nuts. They died like 3 times.
More than 3.
And what do you mean?
And you know what? Now that we mentioned death, speaking of death,
I have a good story of this one.
So you coming off a 2, you're catching the 11 car. Mark's laughing. You get into the old boy and you turn him into the fence and send
him. I didn't turn him.
You send him into the space
air sent him.
Okay, well anyways.
He went into the fence.
He goes into he basically gets sent to the space station.
He ate that fence.
He knows what that tastes like. So what went on there, and like kind of like give your view of that.
Okay, so keep in mind, I feel like me and Michael the whole weekend had 2 of the best cars. We had really good cars.
I remember in the test you guys were fast.
Yeah, we had really good long run cars, just super good speed even out of the draft. And so I start catching this 11 car, which he wasn't like kind of one of the front runners, but he was still up there. Yeah. And I'm kind of...
He was doing really well, I will give him that.
Yeah, exactly. In my car, usually you tell good cars between kind of the mid-packers by how much like you suck up to them. If you're able to kind of break that bubble really easy, usually your car's quite a bit faster. So I get to his bumper, and keep in mind, like this is one of my first Super Sude races. Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out where the nose is at a little bit when you're drafting. So you have to be close, but you can't be touching, but then you can't be touching on the straightaway.
Yeah, because it's a fine line.
Yeah, so in the corners, if you're not touching, then it's hard to get back up to touching on the straightaway. So I ended up getting to this guy's, and this guy's running about a half car length off the bottom. You're supposed to be stuck down that yellow line. You're supposed to be like
you need your car on that thing.
Yeah. And so this guy ends up being like half car length up. And so I was on his bumper. We're coming out of the corner.
Try a fry when you get the
Are they good?
That's pretty solid. It's okay.
They're good.
Like,
crunchy on the outside, still moist on the inside.
I didn't mean to cut you off there, but these TJ, they had great service, by the way. Anyways, back to manslaughter.
Okay, so I ended up getting what?
We good over here, guys?
Oh, we're solid.
Yeah, we're great.
Yeah. A little bit.
You're good. You're fine. Don't worry about it whatsoever. You're good.
I didn't know they had servers out here, but
We're at Ben & Jerry's right now.
Ben & Jerry's like, I didn't know we served chicken nuggets. So I ended up getting on this guy's bumper, and he's a half car length off the bottom, and usually people get a little sketchy on the corners and then suck down to the yellow line on the straightaways, and that's usually a little sketchy move. So I'm on his bumper, and he comes back down to the yellow line. Well, keep in mind, everything the person does in front of you, you're supposed to copy. So by the time he goes back down, then I go back down with him. It goes like this, and it slices his bumper. It didn't catch him on the quarter panel. Just that air right there was enough when I sliced his bumper.
I know what you mean by that. When I did the ARCA test, I was drafting with the 77 car.
Okay.
And he pushed me down the backstretch, and like just one time, and literally took one hit, and I was like,
and you start chasing it, and it gets worse because you're chasing it. Yeah.
Oh, there's toast in here too.
There's toast?
Yeah.
So I end up.
I'm glad you mentioned that. Now we have to review the toast.
Is there butter? Is it buttered toast?
I think so.
It better be buttered.
It's like Cane's probably. Oh my god! Wait, that means there's some.
I've never
It's
been
in
to
here.
Cane's. I know. We have to go there next.
So the thing is.
No, it's under the chicken nuggets, so it stays warm.
It's just white bread, but it's like it's kind of.
Oh, it's just bread.
I
mean, it's just white bread. It's just.
I don't like crust.
It's just white bread.
It's pretty good white bread.
It's white bread, so it's
like
not
some
great.
Wonder Bread type stuff.
This is so against your diet. I know that, but it's like whatever.
I have Panda Express. It's okay. We're still celebrating my second place.
Yes. Party it up.
All week.
The victory tour. But anyways, so obviously it was just kind of like a miscue. Like from my view, like it obviously it was like a situation where like you got in, like there was contact, but it was like.
I take majority blame, 110%.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do it intentionally.
Deal.
Yeah, I did not intentionally mean to do that. I did not have that intention whatsoever. I was meaning to lock on him and okay, let's go catch the front pack because he lost it. And so it's not like you can pass him by yourself. So after that, I saw him, and literally by the time I even processed it, he hit the wall so quick. I look out the right side and I was like, oh shit. And I thought he was going to come back and hit me, my rear end, and I was like, wide open, wide open. I got out of the gas, and I was like, it already happened. Like, by the time you get out of the gas and hit the brakes, it already happened. So you have to get back in the gas because you don't want him to come back at you.
Wheel straight, foot on my face, let's go.
Yeah, and so and that's something Michael Self told me. He's like, hey, like, when things start going wrong, it's better just stay in the gas because it's going to happen so fast.
He's really good at that.
Yeah, exactly. If not, you're going to get packed from behind.
Yes.
And so I was just like, hey, stay in it, stay in it. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh my God, that poor guy. And then all of a sudden, I went to my teammates. I was like, oh my God, I just got my teammates. I was like, they're for sure in the wreck. I was like,
they're right behind you.
I was like, I'm not going to have anybody in the end to help me. It was a bad deal. But the teammates got through.
They did.
I was happy. I was like, I just broke all the TGR cars. They're all ready.
Well, you did a great job.
Thank you.
Finished second.
Yeah.
You made headlines, and by that I mean I've seen every like other hour there's a post about it. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Great job on that.
A lot of people hate it. That's
You're
overrated.
You're a dirty driver. Overrated.
Over-publicized. She's just another daddy's money.
She's another daddy's money woman racer.
Yes, daddy's money. Dad pays for the rental cars. That's about it.
That's
rental
right.
cars and my food,
Self-made.
which is a lot. Like
Self-made.
A lot of
Kylie Jenner, look out.
Kylie Jenner. I'm gonna have lip kits here in a
That's
little
right.
bit.
Anyways, so transitioning now, because every time I hang out with you at the track, like literally within like a 2-minute span of time, there's a swarm. Like I remember Iowa, we were talking, and then like a group of 20 people completely, not just like
They'll
circle
form
you.
their own line.
They will.
It's the funniest thing ever. So I was
They're very orderly.
They are. They
Which is
get
good.
in line.
NASCAR fans are very polite.
And on the day of the race.
To a point. Well, to me.
Okay,
well, that kind of transitioned to what my next question is.
Okay.
What is like, well, it's kind of like two questions. What is like the weirdest thing a fan has had you sign? And then another thing, what's the weirdest like fan encounter? And you don't have to like name names or
both
track.
are.
Oh, they both?
Yeah.
Okay, so like what's the weirdest just encounter in
I have
general?
a good story from this weekend too.
Okay. Tell both.
So this guy, it was at Vegas after I just got second in the dirt race.
Yes.
Comes up to the ARCA session. I'm sitting next to Derek Krause, my old teammate. And this man pulls his butt cheek out. Full butt cheek. I saw full butt cheek.
You saw full cheek?
Full old man butt cheek. It was traumatizing.
You just got, hold up.
It's full.
I am traumatized right now. Just
like, I don't want to see an old man.
And at the time, you were 17.
I was 17.
So this man pulled his ass out and he's like, hey, 17-year-old.
Just one cheek. So, poor people listening to this.
Sorry. Enjoy your dinner.
And this man.
She looked back. She turned around.
Okay. So, this guy.
It was like a swarm of people walking behind. You're like, this man pulled his ass.
I mean, that's what happened, wasn't it?
It's what happened. So imagine everyone else in the moment. and Derek's traumatized next to me. Like, he's never seen an old man.
I can only imagine you, because you were forced to, like, touch it almost.
Yeah, like, hands me the marker, and it's not a Sharpie, but it's like almost like a highlighter-ish. So enough to where you can see it.
Oh boy didn't bring a freaking, like, Sharpie?
No, it gets better.
It
gets better. So I signed the butt cheek, okay? Everyone gets on video. Derek's traumatized in the back, probably like never seen something like that in his Wisconsin life. And,
all he sees is cheese curds.
And yeah, exactly. So then the next day, that goes by, whatever happens, kind of still traumatized to this day. Had to go to therapy for it. No, I'm just kidding. But this man comes back the next day, and I'm signing over at the Toyota booth. All of a sudden, pulls out the ass cheek. It's tattooed with my signature on it.
He tattooed your signature on
the
his
other ass cheek. It has pink signature tattooed on it. That's why it was in like kind of that highlighter, so they could tattoo over it. Yeah. It traumatized me.
So I told you and Will that if I'm ever at a race, one of you all win in the top 3 series, that I will get your number or your autograph signature.
So
to
like
my ass.
that, like honestly, for me, getting my name tattooed on someone is kind of a flex.
It's a goal.
It's a goal. If you want your name and something like that tattooed on someone, but to have it done in that form, like oh boy, pulled his ass cheek.
Ass cheek, full ass cheek.
Expected you to be like, oh yeah, this
like
is
didn't
normal.
be like, hey, like can you sign like my lower back? No, ass cheek, just ow. Didn't have a choice.
Just
my poor mom was standing right there like, what did I get my daughter into?
How old was he?
He's probably late 60s.
Well, he's only got a few more years left in him, so let him live it up.
That's so sad.
What watches this? Man.
He probably will.
That was awful.
It's okay. At least it's very distinct. I've only had one encounter like that.
And then you said you had something happen this weekend?
It wasn't even... Okay, so I'm over here living up my second place celebration life.
You're vibing. You're on the championship tour.
It's mad.
Oh, there's an
airplane?
Oh, there's a fountain park. Wow. Anyways.
Okay, so this weekend I've seen this guy before. He did this interview with me, and he's... I don't want to say annoying, but gets in my face. And the thing is, like, I don't like when people talk really close to me. Like, don't talk, especially when you have 4 teeth.
This is an exception.
Especially you have 4 teeth and you're looking directly at me and spitting in my face, I hate it.
Oh,
and so, this man, my dad taught me this thing. So, like, you take your foot and you put it out, and so they can't step any closer. So they have to kind of lean over if they want to, but usually they get the point. I'm full extended leg out. Okay, full extended, as far as I can go. I'm leaning back. Davey Siegel saw me. I'm leaning back. This man butted up with both feet to my sideways foot, leaning over with the little recorder in my face, spitting on me. And I was eating my pizza as I was talking, because the guy would, first of all, ask a question, then answer his own question. And so he was talking for quite a long time, so I'm eating my pizza. The man starts spitting on my pizza. I felt like I was in like the spray zone over here, like
you're in the splash zone.
Going to
Splash
SeaWorld.
zone, yeah. I felt like I was at SeaWorld. This man spits on my pizza. And so I had to go throw my whole pizza away, go find a new one. And I was like, I cannot believe this is happening. It went on for like 10 minutes. I'm like, dude, K&N qualifying is going on right now. I'm trying to watch. Some guy just spilled oil all over the track. Like, I want to see what's going on. This man would not stop. And just leaning over. It was
oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
I sound like a complainer now.
No, but like, I understand that. Like, I've had situations too. Yes, mine is on a significantly lower scale, but I understand that, like, sometimes it's tough because you want to do the interview, because for me, I'm sure you
I don't like turning people down either.
Exactly. Like, I'm not a believer in there's an interview too big or too small. It's always like, I'm there and I'm available for everybody. And
even if you can build up, if you have enough small people built up together, it can beat the big person.
Exactly. And that's why, and so like, I feel for you in that situation. So I'm gonna transfer over to like a little bit more of like a kind of like a serious topic. So obviously your dad, Brian Deegan, I was a fan of his at one point, like, which is crazy because now it's like, oh shit, now I'm friends with his daughter. But like being a Deegan, and not just that, but now being like one of the faces of NASCAR. Like I've been along with you through the NASCAR Next stuff. I've seen it firsthand. Like I've seen the swarm of media, and then I have the one guy from local news. Hey Ryan.
Hey Ryan.
But I'm thankful for that.
Yes, thankful. We love you, one guy.
Yes. But how is that? Like, is there pressure to that? Like, what? Because I don't think anybody's really asked you that, like in the media. Like, I feel like this would be a good.
It's more like a spotlight thing. So
yeah.
in NASCAR, one person wins.
There's a bit nugget. I think this might be mine.
That's mine.
That's yours?
I think so. Maybe. I mean, I peeled it, and maybe I did. I don't know. But
just eat it.
So, with having the spotlight on you, you're gonna have in NASCAR. First of all, you're gonna have a lot more bad days than good days, and
I've learned that firsthand.
yeah, and even
you know I've learned. That.
And it sounds very like negative, but when you're on top, the only way you can go is down.
Yep.
Keep that in mind. So, so negative. I know. I'm trying to be realistic,
but it's true. Every position you are in the sport, someone wants that spot.
Exactly, and you're not always gonna be there forever, and so people have to realize that. Like compare me to another driver at my level. You can't compare me to cup drivers. You can't. I'm coming to I run an ARCA racer. Like, come on, I just raced my first Daytona.
You ran ARCA, and you've made like you literally just finished second at Daytona. And yes, that's a huge deal as a woman in the sport. But you've made literally like national and in some cases international headlines through that.
So like, I looked up an article today. One of my friends sent it to me, and it's Forbes. It said Hailie Deegan, raw talent or the next face of NASCAR. I was like, no pressure on Forbes.
Forbes?
Yeah. So that was
about big first guest for a YouTube show.
And I'm over here. I just want to eat my chicken nuggets and go get Ben and Jerry's.
We like Baby Yoda meme, just like But so I mean that's incredible. I mean, and I've been keeping up with it. You do a lot of training. Like your dad's obviously been a big driving force in that, right?
For sure. And my dad's very intense, and a lot of people get intimidated by him.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't because I've been around him my whole life, and I'm used to it. I'm used to the tatted guy looks like juiced out, and that's just his look, and that's a moto look from, what are you doing here?
We're meeting?
So he bought my dad's Pro Light and started
You're kidding?
Yeah, give me 1 second. How are you? I'm reviewing
Like I said, not just being a Deegan, but being NASCAR.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of pressure, and people don't realize how much pressure it is, and they want to treat me like, oh, like she's a cup driver. I'm like, no, I race ARCA. Like, I'm still learning. I'm gonna make mistakes.
And that's what I respect the most, is that you're not trying to go too fast.
And I'm not trying to put on a front that I'm the best. Like, exactly. I know I'm not the best driver. I know that
I've never seen you say, like, oh, this guy sucks. You've always been like, all right, well,
you look at their good qualities.
I'm fifth right now. What do I do?
Yeah.
So that's honestly really good.
And people will bash on me like for that wreck and stuff. Look at the like cup race I just went on this last weekend.
Literally everybody did that.
Look at it. Just look at it, and then look at my thing.
What you look at?
Yeah, just look at it. Just
okay.
Look at it.
Well, because I know you're pressed for time.
Yeah.
It's time to review these nugs. So for me, the dip isn't doing a whole lot for me. I'm kind of just going off the nug itself. And you went all in for that. That was like that was all dip.
It's like it's a little barbecue-y.
It's like barbecue, but like sweet sriracha. It's like sweet sriracha.
Not too spicy.
It's their TJ signature sauce. Not my taste, but some might like it.
See, I'm a sweet person. I love like stuff that's sweet.
Yeah.
I like
this has like a good tang for you.
Good tang.
So
I give it like a 7 out of 10.
See, I hate to sound like Portnoy. I'm not ripping off his thing. Totally not ripping it off. That's a little bit of a rookie score.
Okay.
I'm gonna give this. See, but look.
I don't like when they look processed. Like when they look like sponges, like Mr. Clean sponges.
That's a good observation.
Yeah.
Like, it is a little spongy.
But it tastes good.
From first-hand experience, those are definitely not processed.
Yeah, like, these aren't too processed. Like, that
guy definitely shoots the chicken.
No, yeah, there was like
Well,
something.
look at that. Does that look like chicken? It looks more like bread to you.
That looks like, it kind of looks, I mean, it kind of looks like that. That was my piece,
texture.
but whatever.
It's okay.
I'm gonna give this a 7.4. I would say I would definitely eat this again. Like, and I've had a lot of nuggies in my lifetime.
I would say the inside, we'll give the chicken part 6.9. I give 7.6 to the crust.
I haven't separated that.
If you separate it, it's dry, really dry. The crust brings it together.
It's dry, but it is decently seasoned.
It is. It's seasoned.
Has a good
it's not
season.
plain. Yeah.
So like I'm okay with it. Like it's not. I'm not offended by it.
Why does it have a little bit of the same flavor as this? Okay, I give the chicken part a 6.9.
Okay.
And I think that
nice.
Yes, very nice. And I think the outside, the crust, we get 7.6.
I will say this: the breading isn't too overbearing. It's like the perfect amount of like chewy and crunchy.
It's crunchy. I need something crunchy. I can't have that kind of like kind of thin layer around where it's a little bit soft.
And the fries have been sitting, so they're a little cold.
I say the fries.
The fries I give like
I say 6.5.
I give it a 6.2.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're about the same. So
yeah.
I give it a 6.2.
I might get my ranch from my brand.
There you go. Gross. Anyways.
I love ranch.
Literally, the first thing she said, I called her and said, hey, we're just gonna bring the food here. She said, okay, can you give me some ranch? So.
Yeah, I am.
We were just talking about this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well,
My dad used to race motocross.
That was cool.
Like, way
That was
back
cool.
in the day.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So I was looking to get a picture with him. with my father.
Yeah, he's back in the motorhome right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good seeing you.
Yes. Good to see you. See what I mean? Big time.
You should have watched them walk by because they're just like.
What was I was just gonna say something. I forgot what I was gonna say.
What?
Oh, everyone's raced with. If you own a dirt bike, you've raced with my dad.
Really? Really?
Everyone says it.
That makes sense though.
My dad's raced with your dad.
Everyone, like, every time I like see a local dirt racer, they're like, oh, I do what you do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, I do what you do.
10-4. Anyways, that was the first ever Nuggie review. I think I gave it a 7.4 overall. Good nuggies, TJ's Chicken and Seafood. I highly recommend it.
Yes.
Hailie, thank you so much for doing this.
No problem.
You're the first ever guest. I hope you enjoyed your time.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, and hopefully soon we'll have another review here soon. So thank you guys for watching.
Let's go! Cause I'm feeling like I'm winning and I'm feeling like I gotta get away, get away, get away. But I know that I don't and I won't ever stop. Cause you know I gotta win every day. Go! She really wanna pop me. Just know that you will never flop me. And I know that I gotta be a little cocky. Go!